Okay, Trevor Walsh here, Impeccable Defense. Everybody always asks how I carry my Byrna and my lethal weapon, which is a Glock 10mm, and I see it posted all the time, so I just thought I'd do a quick video. When it's the winter time and I'm wearing my electric jacket, which I love because I hate being cold, I don't wear a holster or anything, and I also wear sweatpants all the time because I work at home and I go to the gym. So that's just me. You have to do what fits best for you in your personal life. If you wear pants all the time and you love holsters, that's great. I have lots of holsters. It just depends on what I'm wearing. But in the wintertime, I carry my Byrna in my right-hand pocket with a CO2 unpunctured. You never puncture it when you carry it. In safety with 5 Duke Defense CS 10% tear gas rounds. That's what I carry right there. I can pull it out in an instant. While I'm pulling it out, I pull the trigger a couple times as I'm drawing the weapon. That way the CO2 is punctured. Then with my right hand, just like this, click, click, I punctured the CO2. If you look right here, I drop it into fire at the same time. I now acquire my assailant and I depress the trigger. As much as it takes until the threat ceases. That's it. So that's how I do it. Like I said, you have to do your own thing. But that's how I carry it in the wintertime. I'll show you in a second how I do it in the summer. It's totally different because I don't wear my jacket in the summer. In my left pocket, I carry an extra mag with a defender on it because I don't want my projectiles going everywhere. And they're full of 5 rounds of Duke Defense CS 10% tear gas because it's the best in the world. And I'm not here to mess around or hope the guy still comes at me and my wife or my kids. I want to make sure the threat ceases, they have time to get to safety, or I have time to get to safety, and we can go from there. If I need to escalate to lethal force, I can, and I'll get into that right now. So that's how I do that. Let me show you now my tactical sling bag that everyone's always asking me about. This is something, because I've always been a firearms guy, so I've always, carried since I was 21 years old. The day I turned 21, I got my concealed weapons permit. Never not had one since then. I'm a firm believer in the Second Amendment. So anyways, I carry this like this. This is my tactical bag. Forgive the hood. I'm just throwing it on really quick. But still got my Byrna right pocket, extra mag left pocket. Got my tactical sling bag with my keys, my wallet, ID, business cards, got extra battery, charger for my phone, just some extra stuff. Plus I carry my Glock 10mm in there. So if I need lethal force, I can swing it around right there and bingo. I've got my 10mm Glock. Now obviously I could do this in a heartbeat. I can do it in about a second. I'm just doing it for the video. But that's the point. That's how I do it. It's locked and loaded in there. And I have an extra round. Now actually, let me show you how this all puts together. So I'll put this down for a second and just show you how I have it configured for people that are interested. So I have my tactical sling bag, which is this. You can get them anywhere. I don't sell them, but I just went online and looked for one I liked. Now, let's just put this right here so we don't end up with a mess. Here in the tactical sling, you can place this anywhere you want as far as how you want it placed. So it's got Velcro. I have it set up for my Glock 10mm, which is a subcompact Glock 29. And then I have one extra mag. Of course, I've got hollow points because it's for self-defense. So I carry 10 in the Glock 29 and then another 10, so I carry 20. And then of course I carry my Byrna with 10 rounds of Duke Defense. And that's what I personally do. You could do it however you like. Some people like holsters. I also carry thigh holsters sometimes. Hip holsters if I'm wearing pants or whatever. In the summertime, let me show you what I do exactly. So let me just set the phone back down really quick and just show you what I do. Gonna make this really quick. There's my Byrna. Take my jacket off. And this is a more common situation. This is what I typically do all year because I only wear my jacket a little bit of the year. So let me put my Glock back away. And let me show you what it's like when it's all put away really quick. There it is. And of course, in my state, this is legal, and I'm a legal gun owner. And I've been shooting my whole life. And so I'm trained, and I practice all the time, and that's what you should do. You should never own a firearm if you don't practice and train with it all the time. You should take local courses, and I also recommend taking a course with a local district attorney so you understand self-defense laws. Every state is different. If you're in a communist state like New York or California, which is owned by China now, you pretty much can't do anything but scream at someone or throw a spoon at them. And I think in California, a spoon is now declared a lethal weapon. So only criminal thugs have rights. Legal gun owners have no rights in those states. Personally, you couldn't pay me to live in a place like that. If I wanted to live in a communist state, I would move to China. And so you can kiss my butt goodbye for California, New York, New Jersey, Michigan. Those kind of states, for all I care, can just burn to the ground. They're garbage. You should have a right to defend yourself. End of discussion, or you're not an American citizen, in my opinion. So this is the way it all looks. So let me put this back together. Just zip it back up. And there's my tactical bag. Now, I've probably got too much crap in there right now, so I'm just going to take out a little bit because I went to the SHOT Show in Vegas, so I'm just going to take a few things out right now. Normally I have this all organized, but now I have like glasses and all kinds of gibberish in here. So anyways, this is what it's normally like. So it's like this, you got lots of room in there. And what I do is I keep a couple of extra little self-defense tools in there. I won't get into that. And then let me just put my Byrna away to show you how I do it. Here we go. Okay, so now when the tactical bag is on my back, let me put it on really quick. Okay, so this is my tactical bag. Carry like all my stuff in it and everything. So now if I have a problem and I need to get everything out, I can go like this, and I could do it, like I said, really fast, but I want to do it slow to show you. Open this, and you'll see right there, my Byrna right there. Locked and loaded, ready to go. Like I said, 2 pulls, puncture the CO2 with my left hand thumb. I take it from safety to fire, acquire my assailant, depress the trigger. That's it. If you practice this all the time, you should be able to do all of this inside of a second, instantly. You should be able, however you do it, whether you carry in a holster, in your pocket, whatever. Anyone, if you do a little bit of practicing, should be able to take your weapon out, puncture the CO2, depress the trigger, or use your lethal at the same time. You should be able to, within a second, be able to acquire your target and pull the trigger and fire. It's not very hard, but you can't do it if you never practice. So you should practice every day or all the time shooting, whether you have a firearm, non-lethal, whatever, because you're not going to be efficient and proficient if you don't practice. And the name of the game is staying alive, self-defense. Yes, you can play paintball and all those games. I'm not a paintball guy. I'm a self-defense guy. If you want to be a paintball guy, great. Go have fun. For self-defense, your goal is one thing, to stay alive or stop the threat. That's it. There is nothing else to discuss. So you got to make sure your Byrna works 100% of the time, has the best ammo 100% of the time, and make sure if you carry lethal like I do, you're efficient, you're proficient, you train, and you got good ammo and your gun's oiled up and always in good condition, ready to be used at all times. Because we're living in a war zone in the United States right now. Everyone knows this. Everyone needs a Byrna. Every single person, in my opinion, in the United States and Canada needs a Byrna. It is too dangerous out there to not have one. And if you're in a state where you can legally carry lethal, my goodness, you should be carrying lethal. Because what happens if you and your wife are out and someone goes to rape or kill your wife? What are you gonna do about it if the cops are 9 minutes away, an hour away? It's up to you to protect your wife and your kids if you're a man. Grow a spine and be a man. Or get the heck out of the way and let someone else do it. We need to stand up for our rights, defend ourselves. Non-lethal is the ultimate way to do it. It solves the situation 97% of the time. The other 3% of the time, you've got lethal force if you need it. This is how I do it. It's not the only way. It's just the way I like to do it. Some people hate sling bags. You can also carry a fanny pack. A lot of people like the fanny packs. Those are great too. I have a good friend that carries his weapon in a fanny pack all the time, and his Byrna. It works great for him. Some people will only do holsters. That's great. You just got to find what you're comfortable with, what you enjoy, what you like, and get proficient at it. So I hope that helps a little bit. I get asked that all the time. I see people posting all the time what people do, how they carry it, where they carry it, how concealable is it, you know. And as far as size, the SD is not any, you know, less concealable or more concealable than pretty much any of the Glocks I've ever concealed, and I've had pretty much every Glock they've ever made since I was 21 years old. So it's about, you know, about the same size as a standard like 45 or 40 millimeter regular size Glock or 9 millimeter, you know, until you get into the subcompact. So it's not a hard gun to conceal. It just depends on the size of your body frame. For me, I'm a smaller person, so I don't ever carry it inside the waistband. I always carry outside. And if I carry my holster, it's like this. That's the way I like to do it. Once again, I like it that way because it's the way I've trained to shoot. And if I carry a hip, I will carry my Glock 10 millimeter right here on my thigh holster. And I carry my Byrna right here in my hard holster right here on my belt. And that's if I'm wearing pants. But like I said, I hardly ever wear pants because I go to the gym all the time and work from home, so I don't really need to. So anyways, hope that helps. God bless everyone. Bye.